sobafake stylini, yenza yonke into ngepashini, esami style fashini, sobafake stylini.
Okay,
check it out. Off the Hook, Season 2, Episode 3. You know, we're in the city of gold, Papa. Johannesburg, about to get our pot of gold. You better get your pot of gold. Focus on your goals. Stop procrastinating. You know?
Yeah.
I know Escom is messing us up like that. And yeah, it's kind of depressing, but stay up, man. Yo, can you please introduce yourself to the peoples out there?
Yeah, man. This is DOX The Maverick. A third from a collective of just like genius musicians, art bishops. And yeah, I'm from the Eastern Cape, Matatiele, so yeah.
That's lovely, man.
Yes,
EC in the building, yabona la way. Yes, yavakala.
Yeah, never
Yeah, EC in the building, you know. This is how we do it. And since we're coming to EC, man, also, and Durban, just done Cape Town. Can you please tell me, like, how did you get introduced to music?
Yeah, it's a crazy story, Buddha, because, well, when I was a kid, like, where I grew up, there was a time where, you know, we was just like kids, like, playing, like, soccer and shit in the village.
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, some of my cousins, Baby Shalim Tata, they would pull up, and they had, like, you know those pirated, like, DVDs and shit.
Yeah.
And like they would play them on those like small like DVD players and like CD players and shit. So niggas had like gang like music videos from back in the day. Like they would have like your 50 Cents, like your T-Pains, and all sorts of shit like that. And that's really how I just like got into like hip hop specifically, you know. But music as like a whole, it was just always a thing, you know, because my brothers used to play like a whole lot of like Kwaito shit, like a whole lot of TKZ stuff, you know. Old lady was like, she was into like Teddy Pendergrass and shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's soulful music.
You know, that was the palette of the music we were into. But like hip hop stuff, I got into that because of my cousins from Mtata. They used to pull up at the crib, and then that. Because
DVDs, yeah,
we would just like sit during the day. We ain't got shit to do, so you know, just watch like T-Pain and like 50 Cent and stuff, you know, on those CDs, you know. So that's how it really started, really.
I just need a sneeze. Oh shit! It keeps running. It's coming for me, and
yeah.
And then when did you come to JSEC?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And what did you come here to do?
Man, I was just here to rap, man. I was just here to make music and just like rap, bro. Like because that's what I wanted to do. Like ever since I heard 50 Cent, bro, on like what's the song? What it was, Get Rich or Die Trying, but like a specific song. I think it was like Many Men or like
Many Men.
Yeah, during that era, you know. I was like, damn. I was with the bootleg shit. Like I had all the bootleg like 50 Cent shit. So ever since then, I was like, fuck it, you know. And then I didn't start writing until like I got to like grade 8 or something.
Okay, what school did you go to?
There's a school back in my hometown called St. Monica's.
Yeah. Was there ciphers there?
I mean, niggas had ciphers, but I was just the kid that was writing, but like no one knew who was writing. Like I scale okay, but just the quiet nigga writing in the back, like, you know.
Like, what position did you play?
I played in midfield, man. Like,
midfield?
Yeah, midfield.
Were you quite good or were you average?
Nah, man. Never. Like, I was playing for the first team at school when I was 15, so, and I think that says a lot, you know.
Yeah. So you didn't have ambitions of being like a soccer player, Chiefs, Pirates?
I mean, I did, but like, you know, growing up, I was Khula corner teen. It was just like, I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm trying to go for trials and shit. I'm trying to go to like an academy and whatnot. But you know, it was like, yo, I can go. So I get school and go na 15. So I was bani pa. So I was like, nah.
That didn't pan out.
It didn't pan out. And then by the time I got to tertiary, I was just like focused on academics. And I was like way deep into the music stuff by then, you know, like by then I was like, you know, like really motivated to just like record music and be on that type of tip. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite childhood memory?
Damn, that's a good question, man. That's a good question. Damn. You know, it's crazy because I'm finding it hard to answer that question because there's a lot of traumatic shit, you know, young and see, like in the hood and just like back home.
Yeah.
And I'm actually finding it hard to like
to think of that.
To think of a like
fond memory,
like my favorite childhood memory. Not to say like I had like a fucked up childhood. It's just
a lot of.
It's just a lot of like shit I saw.
Negative shit.
Yeah, you know, it's just like, you know.
And how do you stay positive or coming out of that and be like, you know what, there's a brighter side to the world, you know? I mean, I stayed in Cape Town and, you know, in the townships, it's kind of rough, man. Some of the things I've seen like dead bodies, man, like from fires and shit like that, like where you're like, yo. So how do you like, and my pops took us out of that. Peace out, my pops and moms. So how do you like have that positivity and keep doing what you're doing?
Man, like I think generally I'm just a very optimistic person just in general, and like art for me was always like an escape of some sort because I'm not really like outspoken like that, like like Nabandu, you know.
Sure.
So I just be in my head most of the time. So like art was like really like a sanctuary where I would just like escape from shit. Even football for me did that, you know, because I would just like play like
and be in the zone, you know.
And I'm just like in that shit.
Because music is almost similar to soccer too. Because once you're in your zone, like you focused in it and you have to accomplish what you have to do.
You know what I mean? It's just that type of thing, you know. And also with like football, like it taught me discipline, man. Like like discipline because. Man, there's a lot of
gym, dog.
You know, it's
you're
like,
gonna be weak, so you need to practice. You need to run those laps.
Because go cheat, you're not cheating anyone. You're just cheating
yourself. Yeah, at the end of the day. So, what was your favorite team, or what's your favorite team locally?
Locally, man, I've always been a Chiefs fan. So
Chiefs fan, I'm a course. You know
what I mean? That's what it is. You know that was the whole household. So so I didn't have a choice. I just had to be. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't like what they're doing now.
Hey, I stopped watching soccer because it's kind of emotional. You know what I mean? And because when I'm locked in, and for me, I'll be moody the whole week or something, or the whole weekend. Yeah. So I just stopped for my well-being. Like no more soccer. Yeah. I mean, as a kid, I used to be glued on the screen on weekends, and the cribs. I just know if they lose this nigga, he gonna be upset.
He gonna be mad the whole day.
You know. So if you could go back and give your 18-year-old self a piece of advice, what would that be?
Just stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope advice.
More than anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope advice. So who are your top 3 favorite MCs?
We're in the country or just like in general?
Let's do this. Let's say international and locally. So you can give me 3 and 3, guess.
Damn, that's hard though. That's hard.
I mean, don't have to be particular order.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. Okay, let me start here. Okay, like for me, when I was like growing up and stuff, I was like heavy into like Khuli, you know. Mm-hmm. Like Khuli was like, thing is, what that man was doing on the mic at that time, that shit was crazy to me because no one was coming up with like flows like that, you know. And the type of shit he was doing at the time, it was just like, it was crazy for me, you know. So yeah, Khuli, definitely Stogie. Damn, this is hard, man.
You can go to the international. Yeah, can't get it right now.
It's hard, but maybe Pro Kid, man.
Yeah, Pro Kid, Pro was a savage.
Pro Kid, man, you know.
Pro, I definitely put Pro up there, man. So he was really on fire.
Pro was just something else, man. Like, just on a lyrical level, just like man.
Yeah, he was constructing his things in a
Yeah.
very clear way for the masses, people to understand.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and internationally, yeah, that's hard because like there's a whole palette of rappers like I listen to. Damn. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be mainstream. It could be underground.
Yeah. Like, where do I even start though? Like, damn. Okay. Okay. I have to put K Dot in there. Like Kendrick. Yeah. Kendrick definitely. I'm trying to go like through different eras. So,
I feel you.
So it's like, you know, it's kind.
Kendrick always
easier.
always makes appears in these when I ask these questions, which is dope.
You know,
he cemented himself.
You know, and I think Nas, man, like, come on, that's Nas, bro. Like,
yeah, he's come back even fresh.
And it's to see him doing what he does at the age that he's in right now.
It's very commendable.
You know, it's crazy, man. You know, definitely Nas, and like I'll probably just put in Hove in there. You know, because like there's just too many names in my head.
Yeah, facts.
You know, so
and I don't know, like if you're familiar with hip hop clothing brands back in the days, which one would you say you fuck with or has the memories that, you know, in hip hop that you rocked?
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, like back home, people were just like, in terms of like hip hop street brands, the one that I can really remember, because like we're up in Matatiele, it's like a very like multicultural place. So you find like colored brews, you find close-up brews, you find Sutu brews, you know. So the colored homies had like all the shit like from Cape Town. Niggas would come back with like FUBU and stuff. So that was like the one brand that was just like
visible,
just very just like in my face like all the time in terms of like hip hop brands, you know. So I think FUBU would be that brand, you know.
Yeah. That's and what's your favorite hip hop movie?
Oh man, it has to be maybe between like Belly or like Paid in Full.
Yeah,
between those two.
That's Belly was lit and Paid in Full. I think it's quite a hard decision, yo, man.
You know what I mean?
That's like hectic in there. And then, do you have like most people that have influenced you in your life? Who like the main people that have influenced you in your life and inspired you?
Just in general.
Yeah, in general.
Man, definitely my mom, bro. Shout out to my mom.
Shout out to
she
moms.
You know, she's a real one, you know. And like I have to say my brothers, like the guys that I make music with, mostly, like, because man, it's like alchemy what we do, you know. It's like niggas go through so much shit, but at the same time it's like niggas are able to flip that whole thing and make something beautiful out of that, you know. So to me, that's like just very inspiring. No matter how fucked up, you know, the situation is, niggas are still like relentless about, no, we're gonna flip this whole thing. We're gonna pimp it and make it, you know, a better situation for ourselves. So I'm just really inspired, you know, with that.
Yeah, that's lovely. And are you working on any project? Do you have any project out right now?
No, but like I don't know when this is gonna drop, but
this is dropping next month.
Oh, next month.
Yeah.
Then my project's gonna drop on the 3rd of March.
Lovely.
Like it's like a mixtape. So
so y'all probably check this in the second week of March.
Yeah.
This will probably definitely be up second week of March. And so yeah, and who did you work with on that project?
On production or just
production, or do you have any features?
Yeah, of course, man, of course. It's a mixtape. I consider it a mixtape. On production wise, I worked with a guy called Fiji Makeba. You know, he's really nice with it. Like, you know, he's really nice. Like, he's been working with like a lot of nice cats, you know. homie called Lost Boy Wave, Halo Yagami, and Hurricane Dan Fisher. That's the soundscape, you know, in terms of like production wise. And then like features, it's just my homies. It's just Hurricane Dan Fisher and Halo Yagami and another homie of mine from Matatiele as well. His name is Icebreak. Like, he's really nice. Like, you know, niggas should check him out. Like,
yeah,
you know, we got another wave coming from that side. You know, like niggas ain't even ready for that. Like,
that's lovely.
And a female friend of mine from France. Her name is Emaine. So those are the features on the project. Yeah,
that's dope. We're looking forward to getting the project and listening to it. Y'all, we're gonna put the link, you know, down there for y'all to check it out. Sure. You know, it's about that time. You know, bars on bars. What we doing? Yo, rest in peace, aka
RP Mega, man.
RP Mega. I thought it would be dope, you know, to get the beats and the MCs beyond the beats, because, you know, this is not like something that just happens, you know what I mean? So shout out. And actually, AKA was supposed to be on my podcast. It's just, you know, things didn't happen right. I mean, he dabbed me up, gave me his contacts, was down, but, you know, but it was the same time Lemonade was dropping, so homie was busy. I can't
he
even.
He was busy. He was active.
At that time, he was so. I get it. Let's get to this beat.
Blessed to be alive with Super Mega make Jaws.
Running back. Oh, okay. Edit to the part. Yeah. Let's go. Rest in peace, AK.
Blessed to be alive with Super Mega Van Jaws. Back when I was buying hype and Gemali, I'm carrying rhymes at pause. Stabs in Nash, burn time, I'm clinging up cold. Into Melele sporting, the Bambi 2. The Chinchin Buya Nekoli, keeping cool. Libanyani Langal Kata, Harakara, Skanda, there's culture. Khuli Chana, no more hunger to Mazaka. Harahauta, Niloka, Manzamukaka, Mzobutaka, and the Kaka, and the all star tracks, body spice, 3 months gap. From Transkai, Gustavo says my dad. This rap shit was taboo when we started out. You're a boy when you look old and you look and get good. Yeah.
That's too lovely, man. That's too lovely. R.I.P. Super Mega. Shit. Out in Nabazame, like me, Nabo. Soon Mosheli pressure. Start something extra strong.
Yeah.
Better than your face. Levitate. High to the trans skies. Mankheza. Wise. Otherwise, they will tata you for the boost, Joe. Struce bomb. Mabena. Dr. Kumalo Nyabangela. Kusela Kuzwayu. The mini iyeza nakuwe. You know what I mean? Out here off the hook. That's how we do it. Peace out to Super Mega, much love. Yeah, we're getting on to it to another beat. Could you introduce this track to the people?
It's called At Eternity's Gate. The title was inspired by a painting by Van Gogh, you know, and like if you look at the painting, it's like a painting of like a man sitting on a chair, and he has like his head like on his fist like that, and he's just crouching down, you know, and man, like at the time when I recorded that, there was just like a lot of shit going on, you know, and I just felt like I was reflecting on how when I started this shit and like what's going on like now. So it was like I was looking back at the shit, and like I was really just like not to say I had regrets, but I was like, damn, man, like a lot of niggas I started this shit out with, niggas are married and shit. They got like, you know, they just kind of gave up on the shit. Like, You know,
that happens.
I got Gubi, but like it's just
yeah,
you know,
man,
like niggas just
I know niggas
you know,
gave up on things. But
you
like,
know. So for me, it was just like, damn, I had a lot of shit going on in my mind. Like, oh, damn, was this like the right shit for me to do? Why should I have just like, you know, and then the song is just really a story about that, like a narrative of how I was living back then, and then what was happening at the time when I wrote the song. Yeah, it was just about that.
That's fresh. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Is it that on there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me.
At the Park Street, RG smoke, flooded his loud seats. 4th floor, 4 niggas sharing 2 bunk beds, sipping Khuli. Fat cake stuffed with cheese on a cold day. Codeine habits calibrated, if gone stray. I was in the mix, inhibitions, lost in the coast waves. Had me, I after school spinning verses like Leopard back in time when life wasn't cute. Foreign bitches in swimming pools. Like a time to conversate about after this house party he attended after freshers while I sat and scribed all day. Calligraphy, Friday night last played heavy rotation. The Kyle solid power, Kakobellis, check a little bell chang and now. Puff, pass, problems everlasting forward 6 years later. I'm far from real phase. And I'm just getting married in April when I'm still chasing. A dream he had is catching up to me fast. Yeah, I see you niggas getting married now. You ain't inviting us. How, bitch? I see you niggas getting, yeah, look. Too blessed to be stressed by a bitch with a flat ass. Besides that, imagine having to talk your throat. Man, out of suicidal thoughts again with a time with morbid trends. So that baggage better be fat when you come here with that. Knowing that I deserve way more than I could ever settle for. Let's ride in the horse, blindfold that you're on the court and outside of your. At his prime, goals I've grown to know. Fate is always on time, little patience requiring her. Heavy laden, better by kids while landing me here. House is steering, bull out with feet for a finger, my heel. The dime to my name. Pregnancy scares, crowded my brain when I just lost my ID. Stranded, where am I got now? I'm just trying to figure out. This shit, man. Yeah.
Dope. Thank you for the vibes, homie. What you think of SA hip hop currently?
Oh man, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. Like, people are looking at what's going on, like, commercially and, like, you know, the niggas that are popping out right now. But, like, there's more of that coming and more. And even, like, crazier. Niggas are, yeah, it's a beautiful space to be in, man.
Thank you, man, for blessing us, coming through to Off the Hook, chilling with us, and be punctual. You know,
you have to be on time.
Not all artists are on point. You know, there's always a story to a story, but you know we're out here off the hook.
You know what I mean?
Wazzy the MC in the
sir.
building.
Yes,
where
sir.
can people find you, and where can they get your music?
Niggas can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Just DOX The Maverick, but my name has an underscore on it. But the underscore is just for the feng shui, man. Like, you don't, you know. But when you search for it, you're gonna find the underscore.
Pop up.
Yeah, yes sir. Yeah. And my music, man. Like, I have the music that I have out now is just like features and some of the Art Bishop stuff that we did. So that you could check that out, like, on all DSPs. Like, it's out
Word is born. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace
Thank you
out.
for having me, man. Shout out.
Signing out.
So bafake stylini yenza yonke into ngepashini esami style fashini so bafake stylini.
Okay, asikhulumeni Felicia Mabuza.